Hi, I'm Karen, and I'm here to do 45 minutes of yoga with you today. This is a Skype class that I videoed, so when I'm facing the camera, you'll either want to do what you see me doing or what you hear me saying, because it's different on Skype. We are going to use a yoga strap today. I happen to be using my Pilates ring in place of it today, but a yoga strap, a karate belt, a necktie, a piece of rope, anything like that will do for some stretches that we do at the end. So in yoga, we work on strength, flexibility, and balance. Very long, lean muscles. We're breathing the whole time, so you're going to feel good at the end. So get yourself in a place where you can put your distractions to the side, be right here in the present moment, and let's enjoy yoga. Here we go. Let's place that right leg in front. Let's sit up nice and tall. Bring that chin in your chest. Breathing in and out through your nose. And just try to shut off all of the distractions. All the other things we could be focusing on right now. You've chosen to take a few minutes for yoga. So let's give yourself those few minutes. Let's gently take one ear to one shoulder. Feel a nice stretch on the side of the neck. Gently chin in your chest and switch. And exhale, bring that chin down. Take a nice deep breath in. Let's reach those arms up. Exhale, let's look past those fingertips. Just bring those palms down. Let's start to bend your elbows. And notice where you feel the tightness today. It could be more in your back or more in your hips. As you exhale, let's wind around to your left. Let's bring that right hand on top. And as you bend your elbows, your nose comes towards your left knee. Good. As we exhale, let's take that right arm near the ear. Let's reach it straight up to the ceiling. Let's bend your left elbow and let that right arm just droop over the ear. Good. Inhale, let's reach up. Exhale, we're going to twist with shoulders relaxed. Gently look over your right shoulder. Good. As we untwist, let's come onto our hands and knees. And let's go ahead and do a couple cat-cow stretches, letting that spine wake up. Good, only doing what's comfortable for you today. Let's go ahead and come to our plank. So wrists below the shoulders, abs are strong. You could be on your knees or your toes. Let's hug our sides as we come down nice and slow. Let's lift into up dog. So open the chest. Make sure you're not letting those shoulders roll forward, lifting that head. And let's come on back to child's pose. So knees apart, big toes together. Let's sit it back, rest your forehead and breathe. So exhaling completely each and every time, I want you to think about the middle of your chest, just surrendering towards the mat. And as you exhale, let's tuck those toes under and come to down dog. So let's relax our feet. Let's shift more weight into the knuckle area rather than so much weight being in the heel of your hand. You're going to take care of those shoulders today. So lift those hips and just allow the head and chest to sink between your shoulders. At the end of an exhale, let's go ahead and take those right toes up to the ceiling. Let's walk our hands back, nose towards your left knee, and reach those right toes as high as you can. Gently swing through. Let's make sure that right knee is right above the ankle, and let's float that chest up. So let's tuck the pelvis under to get a good left hip flexor stretch as we lean back. And look past those fingertips, swing through. Let's inhale up. Exhale, if you can take the left foot a little farther back, lowering the knee a little bit, leaning back. And now let's take our left knee to the mat. Bring your hands to your right thigh and sink as far forward onto that left hip flexor as you can. Shoulders down and chin in your chest. All the while taking those deep breaths. Let's bring the palms down. Let's put our right knee on the mat. And our right wrist is directly under the shoulder, right leg extends. Spinal balance, that left arm reaches. So we're lengthening our body from left fingertips to right toes. If you want to, that left arm can come out to the left. And we can flex that right foot and take that right leg out to the right, using the right side of those obliques. Very slowly bringing it back down the middle and reach long. Good, hand and knee down. Let's let our hips sit to the right and bring our right hand on top of the left. Exhale, let's come back to our hands and knees and arch up and do a nice cat stretch. Glancing to the ceiling. And let's come to our plank. Abs are lifted up. Let's hug the sides as we come down nice and slow. Up dog, lifting that head up. Now feel free to do a push-up or not. Always up to you, listening to your body. So allow that head and chest to sink between your shoulders. You can even pedal those feet, bending one knee and then the other. And at the end of an exhale, let's walk or softly jump those feet to your hands. Let's glance up, lift the tailbone and reverse swan dive up. Standing back bend. Good, let's take that right arm down, keeping our feet together. Deep breath in. Exhale, those right fingertips walk down that right leg, left arm reaching long. For half moon, that right hand grabs the wrist, gently pull. Just rest the head and press your left foot into the mat. Inhale. Exhale a little bit deeper, continuing to press the left foot into the mat. Good, now let's go ahead and come back to the front of the mat. Standing back bend. And let's lower those arms down to shoulder height and bring our right leg behind us. So abs are engaged. We're gonna lower that chest a little bit. You're only coming to the point where you feel comfortable and safe. And on your exhale, let's take those fingertips down towards the ground. Chin in your chest. Let's take our nose towards our left knee and reach those right toes high. Now let's take some weight out of the fingertips and let's roll that right hip open. So all I'm doing is rolling my right hip open. Now your right arm can either hang down or it can reach up, but I only want you to do what's comfortable for you. And I want you to find a focal point. So find a spot on the ground where those eyes are gonna stay, rolling that right hip open and not a lot of weight in your left fingertips. Exhale very slowly, fingertips down. We're gonna bend that left knee and lunge on your right toes. And we're gonna bring that left foot back. So you're in your plank again. Let's hug the sides with our elbows as we come down. Nice up dog, lifting the head up to the sky, opening the chest. Push up if you want, and down dog. Let's shift some weight out of the heel of the hand more towards the knuckles. Relax those feet and allow the head and chest to sink between your shoulders. And on your exhale, let's come to those knees. And let's go ahead and have a seat, cross-legged position. And you're gonna put your left leg in front. Let's see how tall we can sit up. Let's bring that chin to our chest and shoulders relaxed. And let's gently roll one ear to one shoulder. This time the opposite hand comes to the low back, and this hand can very gently help the head to come across. Don't forget that deep cleansing breath through your nose, chin in your chest, and arms are relaxed. Take your right ear to your right shoulder. This hand can gently help, and this hand slides to the low back. Deep breaths. Good, chin in the chest and arms relaxed. Nice breath in. Exhale, look past those fingertips, palms down. Let's start to bend our elbows. Feel the release in the low back and those hips. As we wind around to our right, bringing that left hand on top, nose towards that right knee. End of that exhale, let's take that left arm, reach it up. Walk those right fingertips away. Bend your right elbow. Let that left arm droop over the ear. Good, inhale up. Exhale with shoulders relaxed. Glance over that left shoulder with a gentle twist. Good, let's untwist. Let's come onto your hands and knees. Go ahead and do a couple cat-cow stretches, bringing your attention back to your breath and the sensations you're feeling in your muscles. Put everything else to the side. Just be right here in this present moment. Wrists below your shoulders, abs are strong. Let's bend the elbows and hug the sides. Nice up dog. Push up if you want to. Down dog. Just keep in mind you're not in competition with anybody today. This should be about what's good for you today. What's nurturing for your body and your mind today. End of the exhale, let's reach our left toes up to the ceiling. Walk our hands back, nose towards that right knee. How high can you reach the left toes? Gently swing through. Make sure that left knee is right above the ankle. And let's float the chest up. And let's tuck the pelvis under, leaning back into our crescent lunge. Look past our fingertips and swing through. Inhale up. And that right leg's going to go a little farther back. Really lean back into that lunge. And let's gently take our right knee to the mat. We're going to place those hands on your left thigh. I want you to sink your right quadricep forward. Straighten the arms, chin in your chest and shoulders relaxed. End of an exhale, hands on the mat. Left knee on the mat, and with your left wrist directly under the shoulder, let's extend your left leg out and the right arm for spinal balance. Reach as long as you can. Right arm's going to come out to the side if you'd like. I'm going to flex my left foot, take my left leg out to the left using the left side of those obliques. On your exhale, slowly bring it back down the middle and reach. And hand and knee down. Let's let our hips shift left and left hand on top of the right. Deep breaths. And let's untwist. Do another cat-cow stretch. Glancing up to the ceiling. And let's come to our plank. Abs are strong. Hug the sides as you come down. Nice up dog. Push up or knock and down dog. And again, let's pedal those feet. Let's bend one knee and then the other. Taking care of those lower legs, those calves. Then as we stop moving the feet, make sure the weight shifts out of the heel of the hand. Lift those hips and allow your head to sink. End of your exhale, let's walk or softly jump, feet to hands. Let's glance up, lift the tailbone, and reverse swan dive up, standing back bend. And let's take that left arm down, keeping those feet together. Reach that right arm high and inch those left fingertips down your leg. Left hand's gonna grab the wrist. Just gently pull and rest your head. Half moon. Let's push our right foot into the mat. Deep breath in. Exhale a little bit deeper if you'd like. And let's come up to the front of the mat. Standing back bend. And let's lower those arms down to shoulder height. Left toes are behind us, abs are strong. And you're only lowering the chest to where it's comfortable for you. Raising that left leg if you like. And very slowly our fingertips can come down to the mat with that chin in your chest. So we're going to take some weight. First, nose towards that right knee. Reach your left toes high. And then let's take some weight out of our fingertips and start to roll our left hip open. Left arm can either hang down or reach up, but either way, find a focal point. Find a spot where those eyes can rest while you're rolling this left hip open. All the while, calm face and deep breath. Very slowly, that left hand comes down. We're going to bend the right knee, lunge on our left toes, bring our right leg back. Abs are strong, come on down. Up dog. Nice push up if you choose it, and down dog. Exhale, head and chest sinks, feet relax, lift those hips nice and high. End of your exhale, let's walk or softly jump those feet to your hands. Let's glance up, lift the tailbone, and reverse swan dive up. Standing back bend. And let's open it up into mountain. And we're going to find a spot that our eyes can stay, our focal point. And we're going to go to tree pose. With the weight on your right leg. So let's bring those hands to the heart and let's find that spot where our eyes are going to stay. Once you've found that spot, you decide whether you're going to lift this left leg higher. You don't have to. It could stay closer to the ground, totally up to you. Eyes stay on your focal point. You're going to bring your branches up. Let each tree look a little bit different. Hands apart or together, either way. Let's try to not shrug our shoulders. And let's lengthen between rib cage and hip bone as long as you can without shrugging your shoulders. Very slowly bringing the hands back to the heart. Now let's extend that left leg behind us, okay? So let's come into warrior three again. Abs are strong. Take a full deep breath in and out. And very slowly bend your right knee, lunging on your left toes. And let's lower down towards the mat with our hands and bring our right foot to the right. Okay, we're going to get ready for prayer twist. So anytime you need to rest your back knee, you can do that. Left elbow to the outside of your right thigh. Palms together with that right elbow pointing up to the ceiling. Doing the best you can. You can come out of the twist at any point you need to and just stay in your lunge. We can scoot that left foot a little farther away, pressing our palms together, gentle twist. On our exhale, let's bring those hands down. Let's try to keep our left knee off the mat if you want to. You don't have to. Right foot can walk a little farther. And we're going to start to bend those elbows. And if you want to, you can come to your forearms. You could stay on your palms as well. It's up to you. Let's try to keep that left knee off the mat for 2 deep breaths in and out. End of that second exhale, left knee rests on the mat. Now adjust yourself a little bit so your weight's evenly distributed on the right and left. And continue to breathe, sinking that left quadricep, your back thigh, towards the mat. Dissolve that tightness. On your exhale, let's come back to our palms. Let's walk your right foot towards the middle of the mat. Now let's shift ourselves back and let's slide that right leg forward. You're going to try to slide it straight forward and not at an angle. You're going to stop when you've got enough of a stretch. Your hands could walk towards that right foot. You can start to bend your elbows, sinking your chest towards your right thigh. And we're not rocking to one side or the other. We're staying evenly distributed with our weight. Deep breaths in and out. Dissolve the tightness straight down that right hamstring as well as your left quadricep and hip flexor. 2 more breaths if you can. End of that exhale, tightness is dissolving, and we're going to walk ourselves back. Right foot on the mat and right knee on the mat. And let's let those hips kind of shake side to side a little bit. As we come to that plank, abs are engaged. Let's hug the sides as we come down. Nice up dog. Push up if you choose, and down dog. Take a couple breaths here. Your fingertips are spread apart. Feet are hip width apart. Relaxing the quadriceps in the front of the knees. On your exhale, I want you to take your right toes to the ceiling. Walk the hands back. Nose towards your left knee. You're going to open up that right hip and allow that right leg to hang to the left. So you'll have a little bit more weight in your left hand. And the heavier you let that right leg hang, you're going to feel stretches not only around the outside of that right hip joint, but down the right side of your rib cage. Now for pigeon, let's let that right knee slide between our hands. Let's tuck our left toes under, walk that leg back. Hands behind that right knee, opening the chest. You can even take your right foot, scoot it closer to your left hand, but let's not let ourselves roll to the right. Let's bring those hands to the middle of the mat and walk straight out. Rest your forehead. Take a deep breath into that tightness you're feeling around your right hip joint. Exhale, just let it go. Just make that conscious effort to use each and every breath to let go of more tension. You're welcome to glance to your right if you want to, resting on the left side of the face. Your right hand could slide to your low back if you want. Relax your shoulders and breathe. Last breath or two. As we slowly untwist, let's glance forward, take our left fingertips a little farther away to roll that left hip bone towards the mat again, forehead down and breathe. And let's walk it back. Let's open up our chest and slide that right knee back. Wiggle those hips a little bit. And let's come to our plank. Abs are lifted up. Let's hug the sides, come on down. Nice up dog. Push up if you choose, and down dog. Take one deep breath in and out here. And then let's walk or softly jump those feet to our hands. Glance up, lift the tailbone, and reverse swan dive up. Standing back bend. And let's open it up into mountain. And let's go ahead and bring those feet farther apart than our hips, so the long way on the mat. You can bend your knees a little bit to place those hands on the mat. You decide how far you're going to spread the feet apart as that head sinks down towards the mat. A couple deep breaths in and out. I want you to relax the front of your knees. I want you to straighten your legs just to your own ability. Now you're going to take your left hand on the mat and reach that right arm straight up to the ceiling. Deep breaths in and out. And let's do the same thing, right hand down and left arm up, gentle twist. As we bring those hands down, let's take our first two fingers, make a hook with our big toes, glance to the ceiling, lift chest forward, tailbone back, and then the head comes towards the mat. And now we're going to place those palms down on the mat in front of us. Start to bend your elbows and sink the head towards the mat. Use your exhale to release the tightness in your inner thighs and your hamstrings. Slowly coming up. Let's walk those feet a little closer together. Engage our abdominals and roll up nice and slow. Shoulders roll back. And we're going to find a focal point to come to tree pose on our left side. So you're going to bring that right heel to your left ankle. Find a focal point, somewhere where those eyes are going to stay. As you're breathing, you're welcome to bring that right foot up. And just decide to only let positive self-talk flow in and out. Let's bring those arms up for your branches. Bring them together, apart, whatever you choose. And you're not going to shrug those shoulders, but we are going to lengthen our torso. Opening up your right knee. Exhale, bringing your hands to your heart. And going ahead and extending your right leg behind you. So abs are engaged. Let's come into that warrior three again. Your chest lowers, that right leg lifts. Gently lunge on those right toes. Let's bring the hands down to the mat. And let's walk the left foot to the left. You want to make sure that left knee is right above the ankle. And we're going to come into prayer twist. Now, anytime you need to rest the right knee, please do that. Right elbow on the outside of that left thigh, palms together. We're not going to shrug our shoulders. Left elbow up, and we're breathing. Balance, flexibility, and strength all at the same time. All while keeping a calm face. Deep breath as we bring one hand down and then the other. Now let's try to keep our right knee off the mat. Walk the left foot a little farther left. Anytime you need to take your right knee down, please do. Let's bend our elbows, start sinking the elbows towards the mat. You either stay on your palms or come to your forearms and elbows. That's up to you. Take a couple deep breaths in and out. Your head is heavy to the ground. End of your exhale, let's place that right knee down. Kind of shift yourself around so your weight's evenly distributed onto both forearms. Deep breath into those hips. Exhale, dissolve. End of your exhale, you're going to go ahead and place those palms on the mat. And let's walk that left foot to the mat. Now we're going to do that left hamstring stretch. You're going to shift your weight back and the left foot should slide straight forward, not at an angle. So inch that left leg forward. Remember, you're going to stop when you have enough of a stretch. Your right knee can go a little farther back if you want. Hands could walk towards your left foot. Let's relax that left foot and sink the chest towards our left thigh. Each exhale, dissolve that tightness. Lengthening your left hamstring and your right quadricep and hip flexor. Try to let go of that tightness that you may be holding on to. Couple more breaths. End of your exhale. Let's make our way, ease our way out of this. Left foot comes to the mat. Left knee comes to the mat. And let's let those hips kind of shake a little bit. And you're going to come to your last plank of today. So those wrists are below your shoulders. Abs are strong, come on down. Knees down when you need to. Up dog. Push up is optional, totally up to you. And down dog. Deep cleansing breaths. Let's shift the weight out of the heel of the hand more towards the knuckles. And let's relax our quadriceps, relax the feet towards the mat. Let's take our left toes up to the ceiling. Hands walk back, nose towards your right knee. Let's bend our left knee and allow that left leg to hang to the right. Let's get a good opening of that left hip and straight down the left side of the rib cage. Feel that rib cage and diaphragm expand and contract with each breath. And now for pigeon, let's slide that left knee between our hands. Let's tuck our right toes under, walk that leg back. Left foot could walk towards your right hand. That's up to you. You just don't want to roll to your left. Open the chest up and then let's walk straight out to the middle of the mat. Resting that forehead somewhere. Notice the tightness in that left hip joint. Exhale, try to let go of a little bit more with each breath. If you want to, you can glance left, resting on the right side of your face. You could also slide your left hand to your low back. Let's all relax the shoulders, wiggle our fingers. Untwisting slowly as you're ready. Glancing forward, let's take our right fingertips a little farther away. Rolling that right hip bone towards the mat, forehead down and breathe. And we're going to slowly walk back, opening the chest, sliding that left knee back. We're going to come up to those knees and clasp our fingertips at our low back. Gently pull your fingertips down and shoulder blades down into your imaginary back pockets. Chin in your chest. So the chest is opening up. Let's see if we can lift the hands a little bit, and then if you want to, you can fold forward and lift those hands up. And when you're ready, release your fingers. Just let those shoulders round towards the mat. Good. On your exhale, let's have a seat at the front of the mat and get ready for boat pose. So we're going to come into boat pose, and then right afterwards we're going to rock back, and I'm going to give you the chance to come into shoulder stand and plow. If you know that those poses are bad for your neck or your back, you're more than welcome to just hug your knees into your chest. We won't be there long. So shoulders relax. Let's take one leg up or both. It's totally up to you. Listen to your back, please. Let's lift those toes up and breathe. Knees together if you can. And then as you exhale, let's rock it back and let's gently press ourselves into plow as long as you know that that's safe for you. So your knees can come towards your forehead. Your toes are aiming for the ground behind you, but you're not forcing it. Okay, you're at home. Nobody's watching you. You can do exactly what's good for you. Now you're welcome to take your hands to the mat or take them to your low back. Let's take the right leg up. And let's lift our right toes way up to the ceiling and let the left knee come towards your forehead. And then very slowly, let's switch. Listening to your body, each and every little movement. Left toes to the ceiling, right knee towards your forehead. And then both legs straight up. Just keep that pelvis tucked under. Try to reach the toes to the ceiling for shoulder stand. And then very slowly back into plow. Let's place one palm on the mat and then the other, and roll down slowly, strong through your abdominals. Deep breaths in and out. And as the hips and low back come to the mat, let's give those knees a nice tight hug, shoulders down. Exhale, let's take straight arms between our knees and hold on to ankles or feet. Feet towards the ceiling. Let's take the elbows and gently press those knees out as we rock side to side for happy baby pose. Keep that breath in and out through the nose, nice and deep. And let's release and place those feet on the mat, a little farther apart than your hips. Let's touch the heels or hold on to the ankles, or at least come close to touching. And let's lift up into our bridge, pressing those hip bones up towards the sky. Deep breaths in and out. Make sure to exhale completely each time and not hold any of that tightness. Let's let it go. Inhale, lift. Exhale, one vertebra at a time down. And we're going to go ahead and grab our yoga strap, or I'm having to use the ring today, or a necktie, or anything that you've got with you. Your left leg is flat on the mat, and the yoga strap comes towards your right heel as you relax your right foot and gently pull that leg towards you. Now let's push the right knee gently away from you. Deep breaths. If somebody happens to have their volume still on, if you can mute yourself, that'd be great. All right, let's move the strap towards the ball of the foot. Get a good flex and gently pull that leg towards you. Get that good flex and take care of that lower leg. Now holding on to your ring or strap with your right hand, take the leg out to the right, glance to your left. Let's keep that left hip rolled to the mat. Gently pull so right toes aim to the wall behind you. You're looking in the opposite direction of that leg. Belly lifts and lowers with your breath. As you hand it off to the left hand, let's take it across the body and glance to your right. Gently pull. Deep cleansing breaths. Good. Exhale. Let's roll to our low back and place both feet in the strap. And with straight knees or the best you can, gently pull the legs towards you. You're welcome to lift those hips a little bit. Again, listening to your body every step of the way. As we put the right leg down, let's move the strap towards your heel. Relax your foot and gently pull the leg towards you. Press the left knee away from you. On the exhale, let's move that strap towards the ball of your foot. Get a good flex and gently pull it in. Nice left calf stretch. And let's release, take it out to the left. Let's look to our right and keep that right hip rolled down to the mat. Look the opposite direction of the leg and gently pull. And let's hand it off to the right hand. Let's take it across the body. Glance to our left and gently pull left IT band stretch. Exhale, dissolving the tension. Let's place that yoga strap down. And let's reach from fingertips to toes, lengthening our body. And then slide those arms down towards your sides, palms up, eyes closed, nice and relaxed. As we use these last few minutes to use our breath to help ourselves to let go of anything that would keep us from having the best rest of our day that we can. So all your breath to the top of the head. Let's exhale, let that breath flow across your forehead. Stream across your temples and release tightness down the back of the head. As that breath flows across your eyes, nose and cheekbones. Feel the breath flow across the back of your jaw, straight down the sides and back of the neck, rolling across the top of the shoulders, and making its way straight down our arms, rounding our elbows, forearms, wrists, palms and the top of your hand. Breath between your fingers and all the way to your fingertips. Exhale, moving the fingers gently, letting out any tension or tightness. Leave the body through your fingertips. The breath flowing across your rib cage. Rolling from the mid-back to the low back, across your waist and your abdominals, Deep breath into your hips and your glutes. Exhale, let your hips and glutes release and mold to the mat. Quadriceps and hamstrings relax. Knees, shins, and calves. Ankles, and then feel that breath round your heels and flow up the arch of your feet. Roll across the top of the foot, between your toes and all the way to your toe tips. Move the toes gently, letting tension and stress and anything negative leave through your toe tips. Just let it go. Notice yourself feeling lighter, more peaceful, fresh perspective on the rest of your day, and ready to take it on. Let's be very nice to ourselves coming out of this position slowly. Bringing one foot to the mat, bending that knee, and placing the other foot as well. When you're ready, let's roll to one side, allowing that bottom arm to become your pillow. And then just slowly pressing yourself up to a nice sitting position where we started. Deep breath in. Exhale, hands to the heart. Surrender everything in that head to your heart. You guys have a great day. Thank you for joining me for yoga. Namaste.